The Apocalypse Players present The Company of the Light, a mystery for Vaesen. Dan Wheeler plays Dr. Alexander Blomqvist. Joseph Chance plays Lieutenant William Fellwood. Danann McAleer plays Siobhan Strong. Dominic Allen plays Bab Chase. And our very special guest, Lucy Farrett, plays Bridge Ebden. This mystery is taken from the source book Mythic Britain and Ireland by Graeme Davis, where it goes by a different name. Curious minds can find that name in the episode notes. Part 2, Pendle Mint Cake, or Trollbangers. Let's say we've all been here now together for a few weeks.
Right.
Discussing our experiences, perhaps, or maybe not, just maybe continuing with other business that we've got going on.
Yeah.
Blomqvist has been coming and going and coming back with, parcels full of books. I don't know what Fellwood's been doing over the past few weeks. Anything particular?
I think I probably went down to London.
Mm-hmm.
I declared that I was off to York House, which I think Siobhan Strong would probably be aware that would mean that for all of my statement regarding no longer working for the British Army...
There's still a connection, strong one.
York House is essentially where you would find military intelligence.
Yeah.
So obviously there's some shadowy connection going on there with York House.
Yeah.
But also that you would have seen a glimpse of my room, I think, which is very Spartan.
Posters of 300 everywhere.
Very, very clear. There's not even a picture hanging up. There's just a sort of there's a bed which is not luxurious by any stretch of the imagination, a military blanket, a chest which contains, you've probably seen, my rifle, my saber, and a few books.
Books about rifle and saber maintenance.
And I think on the wall there's a frame from which there's a nail stuck at the top. There's a leather cigar case that hangs on a cord in the middle of the frame. And I always put it on there, and then I take it off, and I put it in my jacket, and I whenever I leave, I take it with me.
Wow.
Oh.
No picture in the frame, just that.
No picture in the frame.
Oh, wow.
So you will have become aware that I'm a very Spartan individual regarding my personal belongings.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm quite fastidious about laundry, and I offer to do people's shirts, and I iron shirts.
Tonight we iron shirts.
Exactly.
And I refuse to have you iron any or clean any of my clothing.
Yeah.
I accept very willingly. Oh, thank you, Fellwood. Very kind.
Yeah.
I've only got this one, but it's all right. I can go round in me.
I in a kind of wild move, I've started wearing my sort of dark green tweed trousers rather than the skirt I arrived in.
How very racy of you.
I know. But yeah, no, but I feel like I'm assuming, since you haven't said otherwise, I think I feel a sense of relief to be amongst people who seem to have the sight, as it were, or the eye, as it might have been called back in Ireland. So I'm accustoming to being myself and
great,
throwing away the accoutrements that aren't necessary.
And is there anything particular that you've been doing over the past few weeks? It doesn't have to be, but it just might help inform any advantages or experience points that I give you at the end of the session. But don't feel like it's a test. Just, if you've been practicing your marksmanship or something, then let me know.
I will have been writing poems.
Okay.
Their quality is not for me to judge, obviously. But I will also, if it's not kept from me, I would have been studying the maps, because I have a collection of my own, and they've always intrigued me. The lay of the land, and also because of the Irish connection, I think because of the ley lines and everything, and because of where my grandmother's house was when I was a child, when I saw the neck. And I know there is only one neck. I'm constantly trying to like follow lines and find passages and see where it may have moved to. Like see if I can work out some sort of, because I think talking to Blomqvist, he I think recognized the neck as a Scandinavian thing.
Yeah.
I initially think I'd probably heard it from my grandma as a different term.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'm aware it's the same thing. And so I'm studying maps, and I always have studied maps to try and see if there's any sort of lines that make sense, that sort of cross the passage across the seas or anything in that regard. So yeah.
Okay, great. Lovely. Give me a minute. That's so specific. I might see if I can do something with it.
While the occasional Alexander Blomqvist is thinking about that.
Yeah.
What's Bridge Ebden's agility like? Are you really agile?
I'm pretty agile, yeah. I've got 2 for agility, and my physique is 4.
Yeah, I think I realise how swift of foot you are. It's been bugging me that you got through the window so easily and so quickly without me noticing. And I think maybe you might have seen that I get a little bit tight and tense, and it's like I'm studying the way that I think maybe you've seen me ride up with a horse and then let the horse go down to the local inn, the Lindorm, and every now and then I look at the horse in the same way, where I'm sort of going, yes, that's a good runner. This is a sturdy. This has got stamina. And occasionally I look at you and I go, how do you do that? And I think one morning I say, do that again. And it's slightly weird. The way you just took that 2 steps at one time. How do you do that?
I think I look at you and go, what do you mean, how do I do that? Walk.
You don't even think about it.
No. And then I'm a bit disturbed, I think, by... I feel like I've seen you watching me, and it's disturbing me, and I feel like it might be creating some distance.
And so I instantly back away and say, oh no, forgive me. Too long amongst those of... well, I'm sorry. Hum-ba-dum-da-dum. And he sort of hums to himself and walks away.
I love it. Like Michael Horden and Whistle and I'll Come to You.
Are you done, Dan, or should I say what I think I've been doing?
I am done. I've got something to offer for Danann. So,
Oh yeah.
Siobhan, would you say that you've been really focused on the idea of the neck, and perhaps?
Yeah.
Do you think it's been a positive thing, or do you think it's been quite stressful for you?
I think it's been quite stressful. I think I have a respect for the Fae folk in general, for even the water horses and the banshee and things like that. I think the fact that there's a singular neck, hence my most sort of red piece, the ringing of the neck, which obviously I spelt without the W. It's the song that haunts me. It's the image I saw through the window that haunts me. And it's the fact it's one. So it isn't a culture. It isn't... I respect the others as like that from another world. We shouldn't mess with them. They shouldn't mess with us. I get the encroachment thing. I get why they would be angry. I get why there are these miscommunications and conflicts. But the neck, I feel, is inherently evil, whether or not it means to be, and I want to destroy it, if that makes sense.
You feel like you want to destroy it?
Yeah, or at least, well, it's hard because that belief that the Irish can have in the Fae folk, and like I said about the leprechauns, they don't really need you for a pot of gold, you end up dancing to your feet of ribbons for 100 years under a hill. Maybe my sister is still, Nuala is still alive somewhere. If I can get to the neck, I don't know. So it's not a simple destruction thing. It's a.
And do you still have that melody in your head? Are you still singing it, do you think?
Yeah, I still have the melody. I just can't remember the words. And that's what I keep berating myself about.
But do you think in idle moments you're humming and whistling and...
It will hum, it'll come out, and in dreams I feel I catch certain words, and then by the time I wake I've forgotten them. It's like I wake and go to write them down, and all it is a squiggle.
And I think you study some of Blomqvist's notes. You know, his collection of books is pretty substantial, but it's not a full library.
Yeah.
He's been working at it, and it has quite a lot of information about certain Scandinavian Vaesen. So it does mention the neck.
Yeah.
And you're consulting the maps and you're referencing place names, you know, and against the maps. And I think the thing that really strikes you is the fact that although you may have been told about creatures like this by your grandmother, I think you said, she's told you stories of these sort of creatures that live in lakes or rivers and prey on children. She called them the Merrow. And you've read about them in English folklore, where they're referred to as Grindylows. But none of these descriptions quite match the experience you had. And the only thing that matches is the neck. One very particular creature. And it just shouldn't be there.
No.
In Ireland. You know, it would have had to travel right round the whole island and all the way up the Shannon to Carrick-on-Shannon. Why? It shouldn't have been there.
It doesn't make sense that it was there.
It doesn't make sense that it was there, but yet you know it was, because this melody can't have been anything else. The way it's stuck in your head, it like really rings true with a lot of these stories.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's particularly terrifying for you, is that it's all over, you know, all over Scandinavia.
Scandinavia, mostly. Maybe occasionally the British Isles, but mostly Scandinavia. But it shouldn't really...
No, not really.
Right, okay.
Like the fact that it has spent some time in the area where you grew up.
Yeah, in Leitrim. It shouldn't be anywhere near there.
You feel a bit hunted.
Yes.
You feel hunted. The fact that it has tracked you and your sister, was it?
Yeah, my sister, Nuala.
So I would like you to give me a fear test.
Yeah, I think that's fair, definitely.
So fear works like this.
Man, I've already had therapy today.
I know, yeah.
Fear works like this.
And then I gave you some more therapy in our character development.
Yeah, no, I know.
So this is your third therapy session of the day. Hey, but, you know, make some notes, because this is how you deal with fear.
Yeah.
When you encounter Vaesen, or you're exposed to magic, or feeling scared or stressed as a result of seeing something horrible, and I think you're experiencing something horrible in yourself, right?
Yeah.
It takes effort not to lose control and become terrified. You must pass a fear test.
Yeah.
So you can choose whether to tackle the situation with logic or empathy. And your attribute value indicates how many dice you may roll. I think you're going to go for empathy, aren't you?
Well, I mean, it makes logical sense to go for empathy statistically, but I don't know what empathy I can draw upon.
Well,
so maybe logic is better, like more character driven. I'm doing myself a disservice there, I know, but
you certainly are.
I mean, although I guess, give me a second, just to be true to the character.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for logic. It's fine. It's not going to be the end of the world.
So it's a realization that I feel hunted.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the empathy then comes from I already have sympathy for the Fey folk in general. It's the neck that I feel is the specific entity that has to be stopped or prohibited in some way. But also I think maybe getting to know Bridge over the last couple of weeks, I now know a hunter who is, I think, a good person. I think we get on and everything, so I think maybe that's given me a new perspective on hunters and hunted and prey and predator, and it's made me rethink in a sense of that. So maybe I try and use empathy to sort of, maybe that's where the empathy comes from. So I will use empathy with that convoluted excuse.
I like it.
Okay, and so you also add an additional dice equal to the number of player characters present in the scene. So I think you're probably...
But you're all there.
Well, I think you're probably studying alone, unless you're going to tell me otherwise.
Yeah, I think so.
But because you've invoked Bridge, I'm going to give you a bonus die for Bridge.
Great.
So...
Cheers, Bridge.
That is your empathy, which is your empathy 5?
My empathy is 5.
Plus one more for Bridge. So I would like you to roll 6d6.
Okay, here we go. And again, we're not counting, it's just if I get a 6, right?
Just if you get a 6.
Doesn't sound good.
Fucking hell.
There's one on the floor. Reroll.
6!
That is the 6 on the floor. He took it.
You got a 6?
He didn't say reroll.
No, that's a 6. Straight on the floor. That's a 6.
Okay, fantastic.
I mean, out of 6, you'd hope.
You'd hope. You've mastered... There is a little table that tells you how likely it is, but... You have mastered this little fear moment.
The hunted fear.
The hunted fear. I mean, it's still with you.
Yeah. I'm still aware that the logic makes no sense. It shouldn't be an island. It's a Scandinavian creature, but...
Exactly.
I can calm myself about the hunted feeling.
Perhaps because for the first time in your life, you're surrounded by other people who are like you.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Including another young woman, you know.
Yes, and I think that's the thing, is that Bridge is there. Whether or not she's active while I'm looking through the maps and figuring out this isn't the case, it's a female thing. It's like a connection of, like, we're women around men. We're very different people, but there is that thing. And I think she's a hunter. She's, like, got this, like, fucking gung-ho thing. So there's a safety there too. So yeah, I think that definitely helps.
Great. Well done.
Ooh.
That's going to help you out at the end of the session. Lucy, what's Bridge been up to?
I think Bridge has been, feeding everyone. Not with a... Is it... What's our... Is it Pelland? What's his name?
Pendle.
Pendle. I was like, it's not Pelland.
Pendle mint cake. Yeah.
Pendle. I think I've been taking it upon myself while I've been out running errands for Pal Crooper. I've been getting a few supplies for everyone, skinning some rabbits for everyone.
Oh, lush.
And Pendle's been cooking up a storm.
Fantastic.
I assume Pendle is feeding us, or so is our...
He's gone off herbs.
Well, I was going to say I've probably been doing a lot of cooking.
Well, I've been handing those things to you then, Bab. I might even have traded some game with the local fishermen.
Oh, yeah.
Got us a fish supper one day.
Nice. Mackerel baps and steak.
So I've been doing that because it keeps my hand in, keeps me sharp.
You've just been trading with the local fishermen. You haven't been sort of trading skills. It hasn't been a skills exchange.
No, I don't. I'm a land creature. I don't go near the water.
I'm a land creature.
I'm a land creature.
Okay.
But I do think that if I may have, I have shown an interest in the maps and some of Blomqvist's books, particularly if there's anything to do with the forest.
Okay.
Or woodlands. And when I'm allowed to have a look at stuff, I'm quite almost furiously looking through a few things. Try not to give too much away, but also I'm really searching for information.
Do you want to give me a learning test?
Yeah, I would love to.
And because this is not a big collection of books.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 2 penalties. There'll be no ill effect for failing this test, but if I think I know what information you're looking for, and I'm just saying it's unlikely that it will be in this relatively small collection of books.
Okay.
However, if you were to visit a big library and try the same thing, you might be able to do the test without any penalties. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so what are the penalties if I...
Just take 2 dice away from the total dice that you would roll for your learning. So...
Okay, so I can only roll 1 dice, so let's see.
Okay.
I think that's okay, though. I quite like the idea of her rifling through and just being frustrated.
I mean, it makes perfect sense, yeah.
She's too furiously looking. She can't take any of the information in.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see what this one... It's a 1, so no.
Okay. So no, there's nothing on the topic that you are...
That's good to know, though.
Looking for, which, I mean, you can share if you want, but you don't have to.
I'm not going to share that right now.
That's fine.
It's just every edition of Harry Potter, all the different colours. Nothing relevant.
Bab, have you told us what you're up to?
No, I haven't.
No.
I've been going into the town, talking to as many people as I can, ingratiating myself, begging, also offering to do odd jobs here and there. At one point, I come back with a suckling pig,
Oh,
and I spend a whole morning butchering it and making black pudding,
Oh, lovely, lovely.
which I suppose is using my knife. But my main objective is to, while I'm doing all this ingratiating, is to get as much of the gossip as I can and sift through it, because that's my real currency, is what people talk about and what people know. That's what I'm interested in.
With anything specific in mind?
Well, anything really, anything that might be pertinent to our work,
Okay.
or that might hint at something that needs closer examination.
Seeing, too. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to make a note of that.
And I have a whole act I do where I sort of play this sort of, you know, I could do an odd job for you. I could manage to do that. And they think, oh, this poor vagabond simpleton. But I'm always listening. And I've always got my eyes on where the entrances and exits are and how well secured they are.
Okay. And do you feel like you're doing this for yourself or in your newfound role as a member of this company?
Oh, it's a bit of both.
Okay.
The information gathering, I think, is for us. The identification of weak points and access is for me.
Yeah.
If I came across some information that might be compromising for everyone else, or what have you, I would file that away in my mind as well, but I'd keep that for me. Insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance.
Okay. Leave that with me then. And Fellwood, you've been back and forth to York House and doing some ironing. Sorry, I was looking in the book when you and Bridge were having your little scene. Were you trying to learn a new skill?
Yes, I think I was trying to...
I should just add, I've been doing a lot of cooking for everyone, but because Fellwood's been ironing my one shirt a lot, I'm usually topless.
Marvellous.
Yeah, my trousers right up, so my man boobs hang out just over the belt.
It's beautiful.
While I'm frying black pudding.
It's lovely stuff.
It is. Visual. Graphic.
Incredibly graphic.
Reminds me of being aboard the Hesperus on the way to Finland.
Saw a hammerhead shark.
When the chef used to do the same thing.
Oh.
And hammerhead sharks too, yeah.
Your chest looks like a hammerhead shark.
Yeah. It's got a wall-eyed, the nipples sort of face off in different directions, so it's good.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah.
I can visualize it perfectly.
Kind of the impression of a wall-eyed face.
Sorry, Joseph. You
Keen to learn, but I think I put a wrong foot forward trying to secure Ebden's tutelage. So I think I retreat from that. And I think perhaps I engage Siobhan. Well, it's the night before everything changes, isn't it, Dan?
Yes, it is.
And I find myself still... I think I walk in to the... Well, yes. I think I walk up to the top of the tower and I find Siobhan Strong standing on the level below the light, which commands a view. And it's that magical hour again. It's Bridge Ebden's hour when the twilight is upon us.
Does the light... Sorry, just on that, does the light still work? Does Pendle...
Maintain it.
Or is it a decrepit sort of lighthouse? Is it still in use?
I think as you're standing there puzzling, I say, The one at Bull Point has taken over, you know.
Oh, is that right? Ah, hence the dark. Was going to say, not much use to this tower.
I'm sure she does work.
Well, yeah, if you can find a bulb big enough, as the actress said to the bishop. Huh.
It's all lamps.
Right. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't even know what a bulb is. We're hardly growing tulips up here, are we? How are you doing?
Well, I have a strange feeling.
How was your cows?
I received no word.
From?
They call it the Great Game.
Do they?
I'd say it's, well, a game, certainly.
It's a game of risk. People don't like being taken over, you know? They don't like the language and culture being taken away.
When I first came up here, you know, these walls were different.
Oh, aye?
Hard to imagine. But every single inch of it was covered in a sort of writing.
Writing?
But ever since we agreed to make a difference, to do something new here, to... I don't know what Blomqvist wants to call it. I don't think he's decided yet. Begin a new society, perhaps? Or an arm of it?
Oh, so that's why it's all whitewashed?
We didn't use a drop of paint, Siobhan. It's just not here anymore. Do you know the Lindisfarne Gospels?
Of course.
It was like that, but in a language I didn't know.
Irish? Latin?
Maybe.
You must have had an inkling.
I thought I would, but even Blomqvist seemed baffled. Not baffled. Is he ever baffled?
No.
Is Bridge Ebden ever slow? Is Barb Chase ever truly satisfied?
Huh. You've a firm grasp of them, certainly.
Oh, hardly.
So symbols more than letters, would you say?
A language.
A language?
But I didn't know the symbols.
Well, try and spell my fucking name.
Siobhan.
Good enough. Why are you up here? You been having thoughts? We've been here 2 weeks. Nothing's happened. I'm not complaining. Free board. Free dinners. I mean, suckling pigs and mackerel, fucking pheasants every night. I mean, Bab's been making himself useful, as has Bridge, as has Longchrist. Put us all up here, and you're a fine fella yourself, if you don't mind me saying, but what are we waiting for exactly?
Waiting. Do you feel as if you're waiting?
Aye, I do.
Maybe that's what I feel now, too.
I've ants under my skin, you know?
Well then, best to try to sleep and then face the campaign in the morning.
The campaign. Yeah. Didn't they call it that? I'm sorry. Again, you're a good man. There were things done that I can't unsee, and there were things done that I can't forgive. You'll understand, I'm sure, if it was the other way around. But I think you're a good man. I can see it in you. I'm not getting it yet.
Good night, Miss Strong. Good night.
And good night to you, Mr. Fellwood. And I think I turn back to my notebook.
The next morning, you all get up and come down.
On a massive come down.
Yeah, maybe some of you make your way through to the little kitchen and help yourself to tea or coffee or a bite to eat.
I'll already be in there cooking, topless.
I'm sure you are. Black pudding.
Ah.
The thatch of white hair on my back makes my talk of werewolves seem ironic.
That's such a great description.
Anyway, eventually you all find yourselves in the sort of office which is opposite, where you find Blomqvist sat at the desk. He's now has a proper desk, and it's become a sort of makeshift office. He's been cobbling together shelves and bits of furniture over the past few weeks.
He's been to IKEA.
He's got a Kallax unit there. And,
I think the desk is called a Blomqvist, actually.
yeah, Blomqvist unit. He's got a bowl of meatballs. So he's been cobbling together bits of furniture to create a sort of rudimentary library, and it is coming along, but it's still very sparse.
Yeah.
And you all sort of gather, as you have, I think, every morning to find out if there's any news.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he looks up, and He says, I have received a letter from an old acquaintance who lives here in the southwest. Well, it's still the best part of a day's ride from here, but close. I had hoped that we might wait a little longer. Maybe swell our numbers a little more before we attempt anything too ambitious, but perhaps the time is right. This does not seem too complicated. Would you like to take a look?
Please.
And he sort of offers up the letter. I don't know whether anyone would like to take it and read it.
I defer.
I'll take it.
I'll drop it in the chat here.
I get right over your shoulder.
Yeah.
I can't read, so
Well, no, naturally.
Can't read, okay.
You're a character can, though, right? That's such a stupid joke, and I keep making it.
As you can see, he requests some assistance with a certain matter.
does someone read it out loud?
Oh, forgive me, Bridge. I did not realize that you. It's no problem, of course. You bring other skills to our group.
I'd fucking say.
The letter reads, "My dear friend, I fear I have been remiss in failing to keep up our acquaintance since your arrival in the southwest.
Our correspondence in the past was most enlightening for me, and I dare hope that you found some diversion in it as well. I still dabble in local archaeology and folklore, and have read a little in the London newspapers about recent discoveries in your own country, which I would love to discuss in greater detail. However, for now I confess I write with an ulterior and altogether more pressing matter. Certain troubling events around the village where I serve as curate of the church reminded me of our discussions concerning the legends surrounding certain standing stones and their connection in folklore with tales of various troll folk. More than that, a young woman is dead, horribly murdered, and her former suitor is in danger of hanging for the crime. The constabulary believe they have their man, but to my own, dare I say, more educated eyes, it looks increasingly like they have made a mistake. Since the unfortunate girl's body was found, our village has been in the grip of winter. Frosts as bitter as those of February blight the flowers of June, and wild animals have been driven by the cold to prey on farmers' livestock. I would rather not say too much more in writing, but suffice to say, various strange occurrences have added to the woes of the local people, who already have a tendency to superstition. In times gone by, you hinted at some knowledge, some resource, that you could bring to bear in unraveling mysteries of this nature. If you do indeed have it in your power to investigate our situation and bring the truth to light, then I beg you to do me the honor of visiting. My home is humble, but it is at your disposal. I await your reply eagerly, and hope for the pleasure of renewing our acquaintance in person. Sincerely yours, Edgar Longi, curate of the parish of St. Biran, Stanton Drew, near Pensford, Somerset."
Well, what do you say? I would love to go with you myself, but I have various bits of business here to attend to.
See?
I'm waiting for an important shipment of books, and I need to help Pendle with some repairs to the light itself. And besides, the people of this part of the world, I have noticed, seem particularly suspicious of outsiders.
Yeah.
But my friend's request cannot wait.
Right.
I remember him as a fine academic. He had an extensive library of fascinating texts. I wonder if, perhaps if you are able to help him with his inquiry, you might ask him if he would be kind enough to donate some of his books to our humble collection here at Heartsholme.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
I'm an expert at getting donations, don't you worry.
Listen, you've been a great host, and if a friend of yours is a friend of ours, as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think we're ready?
Well,
We're as ready as we'll ever be, aren't we?
I was about to say, I was born ready. Fuck knows if I'm ready now. Sorry for the language. Yeah.
I was born Pisces.
I think when the troll is mentioned, I sort of start to chew the inside of my cheek. A little bit, but just sort of nod along.
Still the come down.
Nod along, not really sort of saying anything, but agreeing to go, but anxiety fueled.
Nice.
Silent anxiety.
I think that's all very valid, but I should say that you may know that the word troll folk is a bit of a catch-all term to describe fey creatures of many types.
Okay, good to know. Yeah.
Not just those pencil toppers.
But I think that word is still somewhat triggering.
The word is triggering. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I deliberately wait quite carefully, having sort of, wrong-footed myself slightly with Bridge Ebden earlier. I sort of wait to see what her take on it is, and I see this sort of nod, and I say, well, it looks like our waiting is over, and I transfer that over to Siobhan Strong and say, I think those of us who crave action, Alexander, would be, well, glad to leave the light.
Good.
It can be livestock first, and it can be children next. These things must be taken care of.
Well, it sounds like one poor girl is already dead.
Exactly.
Well, I will write by return of post. You leave tomorrow, if you like, by first light?
Yes, so long as your studies would meet with that. This early frost in June, have you ever come across such things before? I say to the whole room.
Well, fucking hell. It's strange, all right.
I recall something of Tappert and Wilton on Marvels. They talk of a church where it snowed inside, up in Yorkshire.
Oh, inside.
Listen, I will write by return of post. But tell me, it strikes me that perhaps we do indeed need to settle on a name. What say you to the Company of the Light?
Company of the Light. Aye. I like it. We must bring the light to the dark.
Well, quite.
Not destroy the dark, but illuminate it.
And here we are, we find ourselves at Hearthome Light. And you, the company, is a word that you've spoken many times, Fellwood.
What do you make of the Light Company?
Light infantry.
The Light Brigade.
Nah, there is too much of that in both, I see. Forgive me. No, that means that I am out from nomenclature.
No,
Sure, I was only fucking with you.
Well fucked.
listen, names can change. You know, the Beatles were known as the Quarrymen before they were the Silver Beatles, and then the Beatles, so...
You're quite right. What say you to Steely Dan?
Oh, I'm a big fan. So, what say you to, we are the Company of Light for the time being, and if we come across a better name, then by all means, we may take it.
Aye.
Well, that's a very long name. I don't know if I'll remember all of that.
Listen, I'm happy in your company, all of you. And bringing light to the dark is what we're here to do, so it makes sense to me.
Very good. I must catch the post. I will let you make your preparations.
We're out of door.
What about Trollbangers?
I love Trollbangers.
Trollbangers.
So, before we set off, and I would love to set off before we finish this session.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But it's fine. I really wasn't expecting to get much further than this, so it's fine. So 2 things we need to decide are, do you want to do anything else to gain an advantage? Advantages work like this. If you tell me, for example, I've trained with my rapier day and night for the past week, then you have an advantage in rapier.
Oh, yeah.
And once per session, you can use your advantage to gain a +2 to any roll.
Once per session.
Once per session.
Useful.
Yeah, and you can explain how your advantage is used. So it could be a very practical thing, like I've trained in a skill, practice your marksmanship, or it could be something as simple as I've actually, bonded with, for example, Fellwood and Strong. We actually have had quite a lot of conversations about the fact that we initially didn't get on because of
the British-Irish thing.
British Army thing, but we've spent a lot of time on our relationship and we've worked on it. So actually my advantage is going to be that I've got a stronger relationship with this other player character.
Yeah.
As long as we've got a porous border, it's fine.
It's all about porous borders.
Exactly. But like no border in the Irish Sea, that's really important. So
Yeah. Just a bridge.
So all we need is a bridge.
So basically, the way I see it, you could use any of the things you've already told me about the things you've been doing over the past couple of weeks, or if having read the letter, knowing a very, very vague sense of what you might potentially be facing, if there's something specific you would like to study, train in, or anything to give yourself an advantage, now is the time to do it. It's deliberately vague.
Yeah.
You're deliberately in the dark.
I think for me it'll definitely be a relationship thing.
Excellent.
And I'm unsure as to whether it would be with Fellwood or Bridge.
Bridge, maybe.
I think maybe that depends on how they feel. I feel like I will have got closer with one of them, either through a sort of initially antagonistic tit-for-tat sort of thing with Fellwood, or a female companionship of Bridge Ebden.
I feel like Fellwood needs to do more work with the whole group.
Well, that's my instinct, but I don't want to force it on Bridge either.
He has low empathy.
I feel like we have a sort of begrudging respect, but it's still tense. Whereas with Bridge, I don't think, like, I'm not saying we should be like best mates or bezies or anything, or lesers, as Don keeps saying. But
That's a meadow.
How old are you? You're a bit younger, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm 24.
Yeah, just a couple of years younger than me.
Yeah, but also I think we're so different in the sense that I'm a poet, you're a hunter.
Yeah.
I love this zoom that we keep getting on you, Lucy.
I know, I hate it.
Mate, I was going to say, the fact your camera focuses on you, gives you your own close-ups, it's remarkable.
I don't know how to stop it.
But also it does it at times when you're not even talking. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I know. I think it's best when you're completely still. It just sort of slowly zooms in.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And then I literally have been catching it going, fuck's sake.
Yeah. It's so fucking good.
You had one really cool one, though. I mean, it was really good. I was like, shit, close up. Oh, no, okay.
It's like Christopher Nolan. You get the horns. Weep.
Danann, this is what you get. I think you turn to me,
Yes.
looking for that extra moment of bond, and I go, yes, I think I have some notes on the tappet, and I turn away, cold as ice.
And I see the military man inside you. I see the occupier. I see the...
Yeah. Well, or you project. Would be the verb I would use is project.
I project the logical conundrum that has destroyed my country.
Exactly. And so there's that sort of horror of there was the bond, which is not forgotten, but
No.
not strong enough. And I think I dash upstairs.
And there is a begrudging respect, especially because of your, like, sort of no love for the military, but there's still a connection.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those, it's not a will they, won't they thing, I don't think. But it's not necessarily.
Not yet.
But I think I turn to... don't tempt me, Joseph. But I think I turn to Bridge, and I think even though you're only a couple of years older than me, there's something about you with your belt strapped and you're sort of ready for action that I've always wanted to be. And I think I've written about those characters. There's adventurous characters and people who would chase folklore, and I'm trying to be that, but really I'm a wannabe poet who's masquerading as a man in all of her publications. And there's something about you being so openly yourself and strong, ironically, with my last name. And I think, I don't know, I don't think I think the last 2 weeks, unless you disagree, I feel like I've felt a bond increase between us. Maybe.
Yeah, with me, I feel like I'm probably quietly allowing it.
For sure, I don't think you necessarily, it's not like you're like, we're hugging every night. I think.
No, but yeah, and like, I feel probably more protective of you than anyone else.
Because on the surface, I don't seem so strong.
But I don't know, I feel like you seem... I think I could tell you can be formidable.
She's clued up and she can speak her mind.
Yeah.
And she's got the gift of the gab. But yeah, so I would say my thing during the last 2 weeks would be building a bond with... a quiet bond, shall we say, with Bridge Ebden.
Yeah. The thing I don't have is sort of any kind of academic learning, so I wonder whether I've sort of...
Which is what I have, because I'm a writer.
Yeah, well, I wonder whether, like, I've been, like, sharpening... I feel like I've been prepping all my equipment.
Okay.
You're sharpening your knives and watching me read books.
These knives are... Yeah.
And we're both envious of each other. Oh, I wish I was like her. I wish I was like her.
Yeah. I think I've been sharpening all my knives and bones and stuff ready for...
Love that.
Ready for what we're about to do. So everything's sort of going to be, like, razor sharp. But I think I'm probably doing that at the same time as looking over your shoulder at your letters.
Yeah.
And the shapes you're forming with your lead pencils and going... How's this happening?
Yeah, and also I think because we're both women, I think there's a thing of like I have to prove myself to the men.
Yeah.
As we all do.
Yeah.
With you, if I'm ever looking at a map and I mention something, I'll never be like patronising. I'll always be like, that's how I know that. So it's like there's that mutual respect thing where it's like it doesn't feel like there's that social barrier.
Yeah. I wonder then if I've gained a little bit of learning from you.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
In terms of the way that... I mean, I think the thing I'm looking for in these texts, I think I sort of know vaguely what I'm looking for. But I think maybe you've quietly been assisting me as I've been observing you quietly with like the way symbols and shapes and letters form. And maybe I've occasionally like asked you a couple of questions. Is that an advantage I can gain? Like a slight advantage I can gain, Dan?
I mean, it definitely is. It definitely is. Or we could play that just more sort of like narratively, and you could just take a bit of a simpler advantage and give yourself the fact that you've been sharpening your tools. You could give yourself a sharpened tools advantage. I
mean, that was kind of what the other...
Probably more handy.
That was sort of my main focus, but I feel like narratively...
I think you can only get one, so...
No, yeah, I'll do the sharpened tools one then.
So let's do sharpened tools, but I think narratively that's really, really lovely.
I'll do French kissing.
How do I write that down?
So basically, have you got advantage on your character sheet?
Yes, advantages, yeah.
So if you could write down, I mean, I might correct myself next session, but for now, if you could just write sharpened tools +2.
Great, thank you.
And that is one use per session. And then when this mystery is over, if we find ourselves doing another mystery, that advantage is scrapped, and then you'll get a new one, basically.
Okay, got it.
But for the duration of this mystery, you have +2 if you can argue to me that the fact that you've sharpened your tools should give you an advantage.
It's a good phrase.
So if you want to pick a lock, if you want to stab someone with your knife,
Great.
I love it. It's good.
For me, is there an advantage in like an increased relationship, if that's...
Yeah. So you've got, if you write relationship with Bridge +2.
Great.
So that might be, for example, if you want to...
I guess manipulate if I'm being cynical, but...
Yeah, or if you want to heal a condition.
Heal, right, yeah.
From Bridge, or you want to be healed by Bridge, or if you are doing something with Bridge, if you're trying to accomplish the same thing together, anything that you can argue to me is relevant. I'll let you have.
Lovely.
So the other two of you, Bab Chase, you've been doing a bit of gossiping and a bit of cooking. I'm happy for you to use those as your advantage, or if you want to be more specific and think about...
Yeah, well, I think I know what mine is.
Go on.
Better at cooking.
While I've been gutting animals, when I assume no one's watching me, I've been stood in the back pantry, whatever, masturbating.
Sorry.
I've been practicing with my knife like Daniel Day-Lewis in Gangs of New York,
Oh,
Yep.
the butcher. Yeah.
on the suckling pig, and I've been just going, that's a wound. That's a kill. That's a wound. That's a kill.
Oh, fuck. And just drinking a milkshake the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. How long can I say the word oil? Oil. Oil. Say it as long as I can.
Oh, I see your Captain Pugwash face.
We all have one.
So you've been practicing with your knife.
Nice.
Lovely. So if you could write down +2 knife skills, maybe?
Yeah.
Joseph, you may have something in mind already.
I do, but
You maybe something you've already mentioned. What have you got in mind? I've got a couple of ideas for you as well, but let's hear what you've got.
unable to cross the edifice of the British Army that is blocking me from good behaviour / good reputation. I think I retreat to the beginning of my journey towards Hartsholm, which was Blomqvist and our correspondence, and knowing that he's going to be busy. I go back to those books that I've been studying that he lent me, and I'm particularly interested in this Tappet reference to cold that is out of season, and so I'm interested in my logic, either investigation or learning, and I'd like to do some specific research in the next 12 hours. So I think I shut myself up all day reading, and I come down and say hello to the others, and
Yeah.
for tea I get my usual chai, and I eat yet another amazing sandwich from Bab Chase, but I don't linger the way I always used to and have a rum and mostly observe, but involve. I go back up and I carry on reading, and I'd like to try and get an advantage for whichever of those you think is better, Keeper of the Hartsholm Knight.
Okay, and what did you say? Something to do with the cold or...
It's an early frost was mentioned in this letter, and
Yes.
I'd like to prepare for any folkloric reference to early frosts in relation to Vaesen, or what we would translate to be Vaesen, in the limited reading that I have available to me.
He's doing cold plunges, reading folklore at the same time.
Okay, so I guess I'm not entirely sure.
I'm researching early frosts.
Yeah. Or late frosts, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I suppose I was thinking like early before winter or late. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're in. This letter has come through. My apologies. Right at the beginning of June.
Yeah.
Oh, June, okay.
So I was thinking like it's early for a frost rather than it's late for a frost. But I see your logic.
Either way. So yeah. Okay.
Either way, there shouldn't be frost.
Either way, there shouldn't be frost. So I'm going to give you a choice. I can give you a little bit of information now, as like on a learning roll, if you want to give me a learning roll. But as you know, Blomqvist's collection is quite small. So if you like, you can hold it back, and you can have an advantage to any future research that you do into the subject.
I think that's what I'm interested in. So, like, if we come across a sort of frosted patch of ground,
Okay.
I'm imagining I might go, I read in Smythe and Begbie's works upon alchemy,
Lovely. Okay.
that sort of stuff,
Okay, this is lovely. Okay, so if you could write unseasonal weather.
Unseasonal weather.
Yeah?
Yep.
Unseasonal weather +2.
Monsoon in Cornwall? This isn't right.
This is all wrong.
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
It's Jumanji.
Don't be fooled, it isn't thunder. Staying put would be a blunder.
What are those drums?
Yeah.
And I think I have personal reason as to why this would be important as well. So
Yeah, so basically, so none of you have specifically said that you want to do any research into the region, but I'm going to say because 2 of you have been studying maps, I'll give you a bit of information for free.
Sure. I'm assuming the maps are of the region. They might not have been, but I mean, whatever's there,
Yeah, I think there are numerous maps, so one would assume that some of them are. So I think you can find Pensford on any of the maps. It's a sort of small to medium-sized market town, fairly unremarkable. Stanton Drew, which is where Longby is the curate of, is a tiny little hamlet, but has a lot of archaeological significance.
Yeah.
And then the River Chew flows through both these towns, past Pensford, past Stanton Drew, and then forms the Chew Valley itself, and then eventually merges with the River Avon. And then he's mentioned standing stones as well in the letter.
Yeah.
Did I miss that? I must have missed that. Shit.
Do I want to give you any I assume that you might have maybe...
But they wouldn't be on maps back then, would they? Or would they?
No, probably not. But he mentioned standing stones in the letter. So, yeah, what does he say? He said, troubling events reminded me of our discussions concerning the legends surrounding certain standing stones.
The troll folk.
And their connection in folklore with tales of various troll folk. So... why don't you all give me a learning check to see if there's anything in any of Blomqvist's collection. And can you all take one penalty because it's a small collection, it's not a library.
How do penalties work again?
Just take one die away from your total for learning.
Learning?
Oh, I rolled a 6 with one dice. Die.
Wow.
Played.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Nothing from me.
No, nothing for me.
Galling. That penalty was sharp.
1-6. 2 5s and 1-6.
So 1-6 for Siobhan and 1-6 for Babchase. So let's talk to Siobhan first, because you've been focused on these maps.
Yeah.
Because you've got your own map collection.
Yeah.
You are aware that there are a number of significant stone circles in this area.
Ah, Jesus.
Obviously, Stonehenge in Wiltshire isn't too far away. Avebury is really close to this as well. They're both quite famous.
Another big one. Yeah.
Yeah, but Stanton Drew actually is one of the largest complexes of stone circles in the country.
Yeah.
It's just much, much less well known.
Yeah. And I'm used to that because in Ireland, the farmers, they just, they knock them down, use them for stones for the houses, the walls. There's no respect.
Right, yeah, and they do in this part of the world as well. Exactly. And you may be aware that they do that in this part of the world as well, because they are so ubiquitous.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe they get broken up and used for a wall or a bit of road.
Hey, farmers are farmers. People make profit. That's their focus, yeah.
Practical men. You are also aware that this particular region is of maybe a particular interest for having quite a lot of single stones that don't appear to be part of a circle or a pattern.
Okay.
There's just a lot more of them dotted, almost like, not casually, but...
not like dolmens, but just single stones,
Yeah, it's just a bit more casual.
Clearly erected bicycle horn noise.
Yeah, but not part of a circle.
Yeah. Cool. Good to know.
And then Babchase, you've maybe stumbled across some information surrounding the folklore surrounding stone circles and stuff. You read that they are often considered to be places where fairies dance at night. Mm-hmm. You know that there are a lot of myths around standing stones being people who've been petrified. In this region particularly, there's the Witch of Wookey Hole.
Oh, yeah.
Or in Cornwall, the Merry Maidens, who were turned to stone for dancing on the Sabbath.
Quite right, too.
Absolutely.
And something that you might both have come across is the fact that Somerset, or I guess the Southwest in general, but perhaps particularly Somerset, is a place where there is actually quite a lot more belief in the old ways and the Fae than in other parts of the country. Maybe they're still a bit more in touch with that stuff. But it's also a place where there appear to be multiple different myths that exist for each thing. So each geological feature...
it's a confused sort of...
Exactly, it's quite confused. One person will tell you one story about it and one person will tell you something else. But with all this...
it's all cheese and witchcraft around here.
With all this cheese and witchcraft in mind, you set off. You set off early the next morning. No cheese, but plenty of Pendle mint cake. It's a long journey.
We go past Gloucester Services because it's really nice. And it is sort of shaped like a dolmen as well.
Sadly not.
I've heard so much about Gloucester Services.
Gloucester Services is gorgeous, but it's
bit like T-Bay.
It's a rip-off, but
It's a big old detour for you guys, unfortunately.
yeah, okay, fair.
So your journey, I think, will involve probably a coach to Exeter, and then a train from Exeter to Bristol,
Oh my God.
and then you'll get a public coach to the small town of...
Cost a fortune.
It cost a fortune.
We got the mega bus.
It will cost an absolute fucking fortune, but tell you who's got the bucks.
Blomqvist.
Alexander's sorted us out though, right?
Blomqvist has got the bucks. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do something. We didn't buy any equipment.
Oh, tits.
We'll do that at the beginning of the next session.
Yeah.
We'll use our resources.
At Gloucester Services.
I'll have a machine gun.
Yeah.
Detour.
We'll talk about what we bought, where we bought it, because you
There'll be an inn. There'll be an equivalent inn.
Bristol, you go to Bristol to buy everything, wouldn't you?
Exeter, Bristol, Pensford, right?
Yeah. Great.
Great.
Anyway, when you get to the small town of Pensford, you get off the public coach and
And I haul the rocket launcher onto my back.
Exactly. You beat me to it. I am covered in belts.
And I'm like looking at you.
Yeah. What?
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Well, I arrived sort of 10 minutes after the coach in my armoured tank with the little, the ear mufflers on.
Bridge sets out a mortar launcher and just starts firing.
Edgar Longi looks like that.
Oh, what a cunt.
Oh, dear.
He looks very stiff.
He's not happy, is he?
No neck.
No neck. He's all blouse.
All blouse.
No neck or blouse.
He looks like a fine, upstanding gentleman, as far as I'm concerned. Were they spectacles that he's wearing?
He basically looks like Reverend Peregrine McCutcheon.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
He's a small and studious-looking man of
Small and stupid.
studious.
Stupid looking man.
He looks like he's maybe in his mid-30s, maybe younger. It's hard to tell. He's got quite a youthful face, but holds himself in quite a sort of stiff, traditional way, if that makes sense. As if he's trying to seem more mature than he actually is.
Right. I know those people.
He's got neatly brushed, sandy hair, sort of pale blue, watery eyes,
So fit.
with wire-framed glasses. And he wears a dark suit and the dog collar of a clergyman.
Played by Johnny Broadbent in the film, probably.
Oh, yes.
It's such good casting. Well done.
Yes, very good. And he meets you there. Thank you so much.
It's a very good Johnny Broadbent.
I am so sorry that Dr. Blomqvist couldn't make it.
No, he had matters to attend to, but we're good friends of his, and he
Yes.
trusted us to come on his behalf.
Lieutenant Fellwood.
A pleasure to meet you, Lieutenant.
This is Siobhan Strong, the author. Bridge Ebden, a trained and skilled hunter. And I am honoured to introduce Robert Chase, Bab Chase, connoisseur, master of chefing, and a keener eye cannot be found from here to, or however I'm supposed to say that.
I'm currently living in reduced circumstances.
Reduced circumstances.
Aren't we all? Cost of living crisis. Very good. Well, Blomqvist speaks very highly of all of you, and of course, any friend of his is a friend of mine.
Quite right.
I've engaged a private coach which will take you and your luggage. Do you have much luggage?
Yeah, we picked up loads of stuff in Bristol.
I've got this rocket launcher.
Elephant guns, I expect dynamite. Yes.
Lots of dynamite.
This prototype Gatling gun could be useful.
A huge bag of maps.
And this group of mercenaries, they're going to be doing most of the work. We're going to be at the command centre.
The entirety of the Pinkerton Company as they currently stand.
Excellent. Very good. I'm delighted. Well, here's the coach. And he, commands the coachman to get your luggage on board and squeezes you all inside. And
Ooh.
there's ample room inside for the four of you and him.
And yet he squeezes us.
And in a weird time echo that I'm not even aware of, I get in last and I say, "Room for a small one!" And I barrel in like a cannonball, and the springs of the coach go, and the whole thing seesaws to one side. And everyone gets a weird sense of deja vu.
And Longby kind of goes, his eyes go kind of blank, and he says, "This doughy fool will test the hangman's wit."
Oh.
And then he goes,
No.
and it sort of
No.
returns to normality.
Uh-oh.
No.
Anyone for a song?
There's one for the hardcore fans.
Sorry, Lucy.
Anyway, the journey to Stanton Drew.
Has anyone seen my cock? Sorry, all right.
That was the song.
Yeah.
The journey to Stanton Drew, he tells you, through sort of semi-wooded hills, is about half an hour. So I don't know whether you have any immediate questions for him or anything to ask him as the coach.
Are we there yet?
No. It's about half an hour.
Bloody hell.
You must be tired.
Knackered.
Did Danann McAleer write this scenario?
No, but you'd be forgiven for thinking so.
No, I don't say that, obviously. So, how do you know Alexander?
Oh, well, I formed a correspondence with him when he was still in Sweden. We both had a common interest, him at the university and myself at Cambridge. We formed a common interest in what he would call Vaesen? I don't know how you say it.
Aye.
But creatures of folklore or troll folk, whatever you call them.
Aye.
The Fae, quite. Of course, I don't believe any of that nonsense myself, but many of the parishioners do, and that's why I felt like his help, or your help indeed, would be invaluable in getting to the bottom of this mystery.
Can any of them see them?
Can they what?
Can any of your parishioners see him?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, of course, they're not really real, are they?
Well, you can't see what you don't believe in.
Oh, well,
Is he a Catholic priest?
no, Anglican, yeah.
Scum. I'm joking.
Well, as a man of God myself, I can tell you that sometimes you can't see things that you do believe in.
Yeah, well, quite. Vicar? Reverend?
Reverend would be fine.
Reverend.
Or feel free to call me Edgar. I'm not fussy about that. I'm very modern.
Ah, Edgar then, if you don't mind.
Of course not.
I find it so tempting to just say father with the collar. See, I'm a good Irish girl myself, born and raised.
I understand. Yes.
The thing you have to realise about the old country is it's all mixed, you know? Christianity's there,
Yes.
and they're believers. We're all believers. But the old things are still true sometimes.
Well,
Both worlds can exist at once.
that's as maybe, but it's quite a human issue we have to contend with here. It's
The murder, of course.
the murder, quite. Poor Daisy Thomas.
Daisy Thomas, bless her.
Indeed, poor Daisy.
How old was she?
Daisy was, I think, about 17.
And her partner, who's been...
That's right.
the hue and cry was for him, right?
Billy Winchcombe.
Billy Winchcombe.
That's right. He's been arrested. He was said to be her beau. They were sort of stepping out together for some time, but the rumor is that they had a falling out.
So they tried to step out, but they fell out.
Very good. Well,
I write it down in my journal as if it's really witty.
he was seen at the May Fair with another girl, and she ran away in some distress. You see, and
Daisy did.
yes, and then never made it home that night.
Who was this other girl?
When they going to swing the fella? Have they got that planned, have they?
Well, I think that is what the Somerset Constabulary are hoping for, but a trial date has not yet been set.
Oh, right. So, we've got time. It's not like they're going to do him in this afternoon.
Well, a little time, although he does seem in something of a rush. Forgive me, madam, you had a question.
Who is this other girl?
Oh, Jenny something, I'm not sure. Some of the local fellas will know, I'm sure. Or Mrs. Hopper, my housekeeper. She's a terrible inveterate gossip. She might be able to tell you, but I'm not sure how relevant that is. The point is that she fled from the Mayfair in tears and was never seen again until her body was discovered 3 days later. And I think the assumption is that they had some sort of argument and Billy battered the poor girl to death, but it doesn't make sense to me.
If he's anything like the lads in Carrick and Shannon, he'd have been happy enough spending the rest of his night with the girl he was with.
Well,
Why bother chasing her just to batter her? It makes no sense. They weren't married. There was no legal obligation.
Miss Strong, you make an excellent point, but furthermore, there are material reasons why I find it very unlikely. To start with, her body was... Forgive me, I hate to speak this way in front of ladies, but her body was apparently... I didn't discover it myself, it was discovered by her poor father, but it was apparently horrifically mutilated, as if by some sort of wild animal. I don't see why a boy like Billy, if he had a lover's quarrel, would see fit to tear her body like that.
Also, you must have, I mean, I'm from a fairly rural town myself, but you must have doctors, people in medicine here that tell the difference between a wolf or a person. I mean,
well,
you say like a wild animal.
Well, quite. And I believe that there was a doctor who performed some sort of autopsy on the body. He would be there in Pensford. The police station is in Pensford itself. I'm sorry, I assumed we should have made our way straight to Stanton Drew because it's so late and you must be tired from your journey. But if you have any questions for the police or for the doctor, we can make our way to Pensford and I can introduce you myself tomorrow.
Yes.
But, well, the police seem to have their mind set on Billy being Daisy's murderer, but her body was found near Hortville's Quoit.
I beg your pardon?
Hortville's Quoit.
Hortville's Quoit. My morning walk a few days ago took me past Hortville's Quoit, and I had planned to lay a posy of wildflowers there at the spot where her body was found, and that was the moment when I realized it just didn't add up at all. Not only is the state of the body, as reported, mutilated by animals, which I cannot see a boy like Billy doing, but there was no blood on the stone, as if the place where her body was found was not where she died. I just don't understand why, in a fit of temper and a crime of passion, why someone would lay a body so carefully upon a stone 3 days after the girl had gone missing. And furthermore, in the days since her body was found, I think I mentioned in my letter to Blomqvist, there have been certain animal mutilations in the region. It might be a wild animal, but I can't think what sort of animal would cause that kind of damage to sheep, goats. We have no wolves in the area.
You hypothesized in your letter that it was the cold that was driving these animals to attack.
Well, that's possible.
Forgive my ferocity in pursuing the point. These animal attacks, you thought they were driven by cold, but then the girl is laid upon the Quoit stones. These are the standing stones you also mentioned.
Not quite.
Oh.
Not quite. Hortville's...
That's racist.
Stop the coach, please. I'm not standing for this.
Yeah, that was a microaggression.
He looks between Chase and Ebden and says, "Do you mind if I just crack the window a little?"
Let's move on and get to a post-coitus situation, please.
Very good. No, Hortville's Quoit is a stone that lies on its own some way away from Stanton Drew standing stones. But anyway...
Forgive me.
Lies flat.
Yes, it does lie flat. But yes, I hypothesized that the attacks might be due to some sort of wild animal being forced out of its natural range due to the unseasonal weather. I still feel that's the most likely possibility.
Badgers.
Wild dog.
Badgers are vicious.
A badger, sure.
Perhaps.
I look at the streak of white hair. But no offense. Well, you know what I'm saying.
How cold is it, Dan?
How cold is it right now?
Yeah. Outside. I suppose we're still 20 minutes away, are we?
Right now, it doesn't feel unseasonally cold right here. It feels exactly the sort of temperature you would expect it to be at sort of approaching dusk in June. It's quite pleasant.
Interesting.
It does not feel cold now.
No, not here. No, it's very localized. Strange, I know. Weather patterns can be hard to predict.
There are precedents.
There are.
Yes. There's areas of low pressure coming down from the Mendips, I suppose.
Well, areas of low pressure coming down from the Mendips or spirits coming down from the other realm.
Well,
Both can cause.
you sound like some of the Stanton Drew locals. There's rumours of a ghost or a curse, even.
Well, laugh all you want, Reverend, and I mean no disrespect, but perhaps you need someone who's a bit more like the locals to help you understand, to be a bridge. No offense, bridge.
Well, Miss Strong, you hit upon exactly the reason why I contacted our mutual friend, Professor Blomqvist. I hope that you can all bring something to this mystery that I have been yet to unfathom. Ah, and here we are. And the coach pulls into the tiny village of Stanton Drew.
Morning walks, falling snow, no small talk. I take it real slow. The sun is up high, the wind is cold, the blinding light is calling me home. It's calling me home. Something in the sky taking me away to peaceful places inside me. The Great Spirit is always around in every step. Every sound, every sound, every sound.
On the night before we leave, I climb back up to the top of the light to see if those gospel-echoing symbols are on the walls. And there's still no sign of them. And I wonder what it is that has changed. When Blomqvist and I first came up here, there was a wonderful sense of safety. But now I feel that something else has opened up. It's not that the safety is gone. It's more that... It sounds foolish. But it's more that what I am being asked to look for is outside of this tower. You cannot hold a position or a doubt unless one is ordered to, and you know that the full sacrifice that is required to hold the position will be worth it. It is one thing to find a safe place. It is another thing to earn the return to it, perhaps. I think of the bad way that I have handled speaking with others and challenging the naming of a company of light. It is a good name. I regret making Miss Ebden feel uncomfortable. I simply want to know more. I must be better armed. There I go again. Blomqvist was right. Perhaps I would prefer an armory than a fortress. And yet I have a fortress. And what I truly know of arms is that it is not the gun or even the sword, though a blade is more or better relied upon. But it is the man or the woman who wields it. I'm not so foolish as to think that it is based in one sex or the other. No. War strips a man of reason when it comes to such prejudice. Or perhaps it restores reason. One of its few restorations. As I look out across a field of stars above and a slow churning sea before, my eye drifts eastwards, not to the west that I have become accustomed towards looking, for those faint traces of the sun as it fades away behind the waves. No, I'm drawn back east, towards the woods there above the cliffs, towards Hartsholm House, where the carriage comes in. And for the briefest of moments, I think I see a light, a blue light bobbing, weaving between the woods. And as I bring all of my focus to bear, I wonder if it isn't two tiny pinpricks of light moving fast through the woods. And I cannot shake the feeling that it may be two eyes that have been watching, even as I watch. And then they are gone into the darkness. My reading swims through my mind. All these thoughts of frost come too soon or too late, depending on one's point of view. I cannot possibly say whether it would be worth the researches, but I feel in some way that this is a beginning, a new start, an opportunity for me, if not to redeem myself, then at least bring something else to the conversation. Something beyond York House. Something beyond the world. There is an edge to things that these, my companions, can see too. What an odd form or basis for a would-be friendship. Is that all that we are facing? Loneliness? No. There is something else here. There is something else beneath the light. I can feel it. The geometry never lies. It cannot be defined. I must to bed. Tomorrow we begin to Stanton Drew. And with it, a new chapter.